I'm a big believer in homeopathy, and my mother actually is a very big believer in homeopathy.
Oh, that's great to know.
Yeah. Hi, doctor. How are you?
हाय नेहा जी, कैसे हैं आप? मैं ठीक हूँ.
मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ. I'm a big believer in homeopathy, and my mother actually is a very big believer in homeopathy. और जब भी कोई issue होता है, and she always says that, consult your homeopathic doctor. We have somebody in the family, and then she was like, go with it with full faith. And I promise you, it's never let me down.
Oh, that's great to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whereabouts are you, doctor?
I'm from Bangalore and I have two clinics here. One is in Kodamangala, the other is in Marathali. लेकिन अभी कोविड की वजह से you can see how the clinic is now empty.
I have to say, in the midst of COVID, and if your clinic is empty, maybe it's a
No, I'm
good
just
thing,
joking.
right? Yeah, it's a good thing that
No, I'm
people are
just-
not falling ill. How's it going on? How's COVID, and how's the pandemic been for you?
No, I was just joking. Actually, my patients are upstairs and I have another clinic in Marathali, so my doctors are consulting the patients there. I kept this space free so that we can have this conversation.
Absolutely.
अभी तो बहुत सारे patients आ रहे हैं and we are having a lot of people coming up with cough, cold, fever, and there is always a fear, in people कि कहीं मुझे COVID ना हो गया हो.
Yes.
That is the basic thing that I'm seeing. Everybody is worried, but actually there are simple tips by which people can manage this. And as you know, in this country where we have 135 crores, the number of people that have been affected with COVID in proportion to what has happened in the world. Like for Italy, with such a small population, almost whole of Italy was affected. In proportion, our country, the number of people that have been affected is very less. And the percentage-wise, I'm speaking. So if you look at that, I think it is because of the alternative medicines like Ayurvedic, homeopathic, which we are using in our country, which is giving a good immune system boost. What do you say?
So you're saying that because people have better immunity because of the fact that they believe in alternate medication, that's why that the number of cases are lesser.
Yes, exactly. That's
but what do you
I'm
say about
saying.
the fear? How do you deal with the fear that comes? When people, and like you said earlier, that common cough and cold also people would come running because there's a lot of fear also in us, right? People are not addressing those issues. So how do you help those patients out?
It is a very simple way you can assess yourself. See, maybe everybody, common man, may not be able to afford a pulse oximeter, but in an average middle class society, you can afford to have a pulse oximeter at home. And that is the simplest way by which you can assess whether you have a problem or not, even without doing a COVID test. You just use the pulse oximeter, you know what is your oxygen saturation. If it is less than 92%, then you are having a condition which you need to worry. So if it is more than 92, that is 95 to 100, then don't worry about your fever, you don't worry about cold, cough, just do steam inhalation, just take some simple medicines like Ayurvedic. You've got Septilin in Ayurvedic, which is a preventive. You've got even Chyawanprash does a good job as far as the immune system building is concerned. In homeopathic, the Ayush government has suggested Arsenicum album 30, which you must have heard, which is giving an excellent protection. We have given medicines to 15,000 patients, and there was a good protection for the patients here. Mm-hmm. In Agra, in Nayaminath Hospital, there is a medical college. They've done a study for 60,000 patients, and they have seen that not a single patient got affected after the preventive medicine. Fear factor, you can easily bring it down.
Yeah, that's I would imagine that being the most important thing, to bring down the fear factor. But as far as you are concerned, did you ever feel that, people are coming into my clinic, I need to be cautious? How did you deal with it? I'm sure you have a family you go back to. How was it for you?
Yes, of course. There was a fear factor in me too in the beginning when we started seeing cases. Even I was very worried whether my staff will get affected, whether I will get affected. We took all the precautions and we took preventive medicines. But in due course, we all realized, actually speaking, most of us developed some cough, some cold, some fever. May not be COVID, but we did develop certain symptoms which we treated with homeopathic medicines itself, and
Hmm.
we came out of it. So during that time, we had a quarantine for our staff also. Whoever had similar symptoms, we kept them on quarantine but put them on preventive and homeopathic medicines. So they came out of it. That gave us some confidence to cases. Today, I've also dealt with some 10, 12 cases in my locality with COVID, and they have actually come out of the symptoms. Today, I have received message from 6 of my patients who came out of it, one of whom is a dentist. So that's how we have been dealing with COVID right now.
I have to say, Doctor, what you're doing is an amazing job. Hats off to you. Hats off to all the doctors and all the healthcare workers who've been doing this amazing job tirelessly. And most importantly, whatever are the tips and tricks that you've been sharing with everyone, you should go on your social media and share it with more people so that more people can benefit from it. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you, Neha ji. Have
Thank
a
you.
nice day.
Lovely talking to you.